So sorghum, not really a popular thing in the UK, but it is in America. So what's it all about? So as with putting any seed in the ground, you need to have prepared the field itself first. So obviously if you're playing with ploughing on, you're going to need to have done that in 3 harvests. Same with lime, every 3 harvests it's going to need a new set of lime down. Obviously you're going to need to cultivate the field and put 2 sets of fertilizer down just to get the most. So that's the best way of getting your field prepped. Now once you've got that done, you can then move on to actually putting the seed in the ground. Now with sorghum, a little bit different to the wheat and the barley and the oats, because you actually need a planter. Now I'm pretty sure that in 22 you needed a seeder, but alright, well, we'll roll with it, not a problem. So in the menu and then under your seeding, go to your planters, just there, any one of these will do. So on the icons along the bottom, you're looking for the second to left one. That's what we're going for. Now obviously once you've got it all hooked up, I've got myself a little supplementary seed tank on the front just to give myself a bit more flexibility without needing to fill this up every 5 minutes. You're then going to want to change the seed that goes into the ground. So we've got it on corn right now. We're going to switch it over to sorghum. I mean, you can switch through. These are different ones. That's going to be done with the planter. So sorghum it is. We then want to do the LB and B, lower the planter down. LB and X, turn it on, and we get that message. Yeah, that's because this can only be planted in certain months. So if we go and have a look at that, we have got sorghum just there. So it's going to be planted in April and May, and August and September is going to be your harvest period. Now, we're in December. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to the settings. I'm going to come down and turn off seasonal growth. Yes, because now we can do it whenever we like. I mean, the growth stage is still going to be the same, the amount of time it takes to grow, but we're doing it a little bit different. So we're carrying on, and obviously with the seeder, yeah, the texture of the field didn't really change much apart from the colour. It was a little bit darker once you put the seed in the ground, but with the planter, oh, different texture altogether. All right, fair enough. Let's get this field done then. So we've got our field fully planted with the sorghum, and there is 2 options. 2 optional steps next if you really wanted to. Now, if you wanted to get the most out of your yield bonus, you could run a roller over it, just to give that little bit extra. But it is only a little bit extra, so you need to weigh up the old time versus money scenario. And then the other option is going to be weeds. If you've got weeds turned on, you might want to give it a bit of a spritz with the old herbicide just to stop it growing, because once they get fully grown, you can't get rid of them, and that does affect your yield. Now, obviously, we need to wait for a bit of growthage. So, year 1, all in nice rows. That looks great. A little bit of growthage on the go. Small plants, I'd say probably about knee high. Alright, fair enough. So, month 2, a little bit more height on them, but then it is starting to get, I don't know, different colour greenery on the top. Alright, on to month 3. So, month 3, definitely a different visual to this. I mean, they look a bit like flowers, but they're not. They're sort of like the leaves. But okay, carry on. And month 4, we're here. We're ready to go. Ready to harvest. Oh, fair enough. Now, with the sorghum, you don't need anything special. I mean, the standard harvester and the standard header will do the job, no problem. I mean, I've gone and got the sports harvester, because, you know, why not? But we're going to get this all hooked up and ready to go. And then we'll get cracking with the old sorghum harvest. So we've got the harvester all unfolded, and then we're going to get to the edge of the field, and as you can imagine, we're going to do LB and X, turn the header on, LB and B, lower it down, and then away we go. Now, unlike wheat, barley and oats, there isn't actually a straw swath that comes off. So if we press LB and right on the D-pad, it says not available for this crop. So it is just going to be the stuff that you get harvested. Right, let's get this field done then. Right, so coming up to finish off the field, and to be fair, fairly simple. You know, 9,728 litres we got off that field. Now, obviously, you could potentially take this harvester down to the shop, the sell point, the production chain, if you really wanted to. I mean, yeah, I've done that before. But obviously, you're going to put it into a trailer, and the standard trailer will take it all. Now, obviously, sell point and selling off is one option. But what about anything else? So once you've got it all off the field, you can actually put it in with your horses first off. So if we go into this menu, and it's going to come into the base food category. So 57% effectiveness on your horse's health. Obviously, you are going to need to put some other stuff in as well. You can also go and put it in with the pigs. There they are, little piglets. Again, we'll have a look at that one. So we'll go up to the top. They are pig pasture. So that's going to go into your base food. So you are going to need to add some more stuff. But sorghum can go into there. And across to your chickens. So this is going to be just straight up 100% grain. So that's going to go into your chicken pasture. And they're all good to go. If you don't fancy doing that, you can also bring it over to the grain mill. So you've got your loading in point at the front. You've got your pallet spawn point around the back. And then obviously chuck it in here and you're going to get some flour out of it. So come down, you've got your sorghum flour just there. And then once you've made it into flour, you can then spin it around and either put it into the bakery. So pallet spawn point, and then you've got your loading in point around the back. And then at the front is going to be your production chain. Now obviously with it being made into flour, you're going to make it into bread, or part of a recipe into the cake. And then if you don't want to do that and you want to put it into the preserved food factory, so you got your loading in point just there, then down this end we'll come around the corner like that. You've got your pallet spawn point, and over here obviously you're going to put the flour in, and then you're going to be able to make your noodle soup. Yeah, all from sorghum. I mean, it's a shame you don't get straw off it, but that being said, you can still do a lot with it, mind you.